processing.
logs.
Yeah, only leave the processing of the regular redwood logs to me, because those are the ones I get the better rate of return on.
Yeah.
We've just been using doors to instead of lighting because we don't have aged torch holders.
I accidentally brought a fucking linen sack with me.
It's fine, just put the linen sack somewhere.
No.
You just put it on the ground.
Put it on the ground already, it says. So are things not able to spawn in certain amounts of area? Is that why doors work?
The doors work because we don't have enough light to stop them from spawning, so we can cordon off sections as need be. So we were expanding. So the first thing was the fire pit used to be like right where the oil lamp was, and we kept stepping on it. So then we moved it back here, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna put these doors, and then expanded out the storage, and then we made this other area to kill. That's right before the cellar to butcher animals in that we caught with cages, so they couldn't easily run away.
Yeah.
And then we knocked the other one out for more of a cellar for food storage.
Am I good to just make it daytime?
Sure.
If you want, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't.
We're gonna get back and it's gonna be summer. Good lord.
He's got nothing to do with it.
Every day we drift further.
We were joking about how we're gonna boil the river.
Artificial hot springs, let's go.
We're going to boil a bit more than the river.
Who do you think should have been more concerned about accidentally igniting the entire atmosphere? The scientists working on the Trinity Project, or us right now with what we're up to?
I think neither. I think it was all a hoax. Any fear was made up.
Oxygen was made up.
By the
exactly like the
commies.
sun that makes firework.
Yeah, that was made up to make us feel bad about all of the terrible crimes. Cutting the rest of this redwood.
I will probably, honestly, depending on how things go, I will probably still be working on this by this time next week, just digging this out. Depending on how much I'm playing.
We were supposed to make an iron pickaxe today.
Technically, today is when we're supposed to do animal husbandry.
If we can, I mean, we have pickaxes, and I know where clay is, and we can find some flint. We just make the iron pickaxe here out in the field.
Yeah, so if you boosted the odds on the EXP drops, it doesn't feel different.
It's not a boost. It's a not a chance boost. It's a 50% on when it does drop multiplier.
Oh, so XP only has a chance to drop? Was that...
Don't think it does. I've noticed XP for every stone block I've broken.
What?
We
Like
have not
mine,
been getting
boy.
XP for breaking stone blocks.
Not for mining, but for digging.
Oh, okay.
Yes, those are two different skills because that makes. Yeah, but I just took down an entire redwood tree and got 100 EXP off of it. Which doesn't feel like it should be an amount that I complain about. But I also have the forestry 50% bonus. So,
Break it further.
the math.
That sounds about right, because it took us several trees to get leveled up. Also, what...
What?
Let me say, what level are you at? They also might have specifically made redwood trees not give as much XP per log.
I'm level 5.
Okay, so
I got to the forestry perk.
I thought about taking that. I probably should have taken it, to be honest, instead of taking charcoal burner first and just then leveled up more, but oh well. I'm probably going to be taking it just because...
Can someone bring me a slice of pie? I do not have a knife. Thank you.
I think you are right. We do leave them to the human. Then we go and finish animal husbandry.
All right.
'Cause what do we need this much coal for?
It's A, funny, but B, it gets it for his reckoning. It was skills, because digging
in
up
one more-
charcoal gets a bunch of skill points.
This is
We need one
also
more
part of a
creature.
ritual to banish winter. We're going to raise the average global temperature enough that we won't have to deal with winter anymore.
All right, so I will make these axes for you, and I will drop them in the pit.
So-
The other reason that we absolutely should have been doing this layer by layer is because then we could have stopped the hubris at basically any time.
Mm-hmm. You still can. You know, it's not too late.
No, I'm committed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to the insane asylum.
Yeah, that's... Who do you think's out here having me do this?
All
Do
right,
you expect them to actually pay for their own heating? No.
all right.
They
So-
forced me to do this instead.
I hate the prison industrial complex.
All right, so ninja.
Yeah.
All right. The thing I wanted to show you.
So which of the blocks should we bring home for decoration? Like, can they both be used equally? Like,
Redwood logs, not the quarter logs.
okay.
The redwood logs are just better.
For decoration?
Yes, they have more uses.
Well, that's a pain in the ass because they drop more quarter logs than they do regular logs.
Yes. All right. So we, so there, I marked an area. So there is a ruin we should check out,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is an area on the way back, about halfway back, that had goats.
We already have goats, don't we?
No, we have sheep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do we have the cage for them?
We can make that here before we go out of
There
plank.
is also a baby goat in a cage there
I
already.
grabbed that.
Yeah.
So we have a female goat. Now we
No.
need. Oh no, we have a male goat. Now we need a female goat.
Because I know you want to make sure that's clear before tragedy strikes.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna just ditch a bunch of items, like especially if we're going to
So if you make the cage, I have some redwood logs.
Okay, I have redwood logs as well.
Okay.
So what? I forget. Cage.
Yeah. Small cage. We can capture the babies. Likely, you do not have copper ingots, so we can't make a medium cage to capture any adults.
Yeah. So we're
So
gonna
we're
need
gonna
to gamble,
cap-
basically, right?
I think
Well,
I should have taken the
if-
tungsten cube to the office.
We'll just need to capture one of the babies. So it's 2 sticks in the
I already
middle.
got it.
Okay. All right. Then follow me.
I don't have a raft.
Well, I'll come give you some cordage.
And then you can make a raft out of logs.
Let me real quick go drop off these rocks in case you need more axes. Merry fucking Christmas. Blocks and blocks of rocks.
Oh, hey, you have a fish on the line.
Yes,
Several
I'm keeping
fish.
him safe there.
I appreciate it.
Now, quarter logs won't work for the raft.
Of course they won't. Why would...
So, we're gonna get you some logs.
I'm missing one... I have the logs.
Oh, you're missing one cordage?
Yeah, one cordage.
I thought you picked it all up.
Yeah.
Just hop down off that little rock towards me.
Oh, lag made you the raft.
Here you go, the entire thing.
Is that just the raft you had?
Do I look like an infant? Do I look like an infant?
All right, let's go.
How does... Oh, you just
Well,
walk
actually, if you guys are leaving with... Hold on, before you guys leave.
drifting back. Oh.
We're going to do animal husbandry things.
Hmm,
Take that
yeah.
with you.
Yeah,
What
we'll
was
take-
in that cage?
Yeah, it's one of the weird birds.
Which weird bird?
The fucking caper
Violet.
Kaylee.
Goodbye, my love. All right,
Why are we
So-
heading this direction, by the way?
because it's towards the because
It's towards the interesting things.
yes. All right. We'll take the water as far as we can, which is exactly here, and then we pull out our swords. And we fucking sprint jump because wolves can jump us at any moment. Lag, you there? I haven't heard you speak.
Yeah.
You know.
I assume
Yeah.
you're going back to get that iron pick made.
A bear.
Okay.
There's a bear.
Run as shit.
If you touching me again, I die.
Like, can't touch anyone anymore.
Alright, I need my spear back.
I don't have a knife.
I'm also a hunter, so this makes the most sense. Too large. Does anyone have medicine? How did I end up with the linen sack again?
Just
Fuck that
right click
sack.
the floor.
I
Yeah.
put it down. It comes back to me.
You know, I thought you were going to place it on the ground. That my sister was putting it on the ground was like
I
placing it.
I did put it on the ground. I right-click, placed it on the ground. It has returned to me as if it is a cursed doll. I don't think you guys understand. My fear is not, ooh, I threw that and picked it back up. It is that I put it down permanently on the ground and it has
Alright,
returned to me.
Rich lead deposit.
Ah, dude. Want some? Do we need some lead? Do you guys want some lead poisoning?
I mean, we do need lead, but
I'm getting
I
it,
don't-
man. I have the pickaxe.
okay.
Oh, I was also. Ooh, that's actually not great. I just realized I was left here behind. Everyone took all the pickaxes.
I
oh, well.
I didn't have a pickaxe, but
I only had the pickaxe that I brought there. So if anyone
You should
brought
have
me,
had a little bit of a
Wait,
pickaxe left.
actually, if you should let me do this, because I
oh yeah, yep, okay. Well, you know what? So I'm just gonna do. Don't look at me.
I also finally figured out the auto map markers. Hit Control Shift M.
Oh, okay, real cool.
Stream doesn't get to end until this fire pit is done.
Don't mind me / player Gray Ninja Gaming player health 1. God damn it. That's entity health, of course. That's you know. Why make
One
command?
set you the 1 health.
It will reset you to 100% of your health as it is by percentile.
That's psychotic.
Okay.
Genuinely insane behavior.
Is there a behavior they have done
Right.
in making this game
can
that
I
isn't?
have the pickaxe so I can
Not choosing Java again when given the option to flee from Java.
By the way, Mr. can repair things here.
Oh yeah.
How many
Need to make-
units of lead do we need?
An amount.
Presumably, not many.
Because each one of these is over an ingot. Why do you look like Joker, man?
Someone with a
Probably
shovel
the glasses.
destroy this sand.
I'd love to, man. I don't have a shovel though, but you know, if I did, that would be like one of the
Oh,
things.
here, actually, I did. There you go.
I like how you're not going for the ones that I'm digging. I think with that, you probably you don't need the flint. Probably, I don't know.
I'm actually wanting to continue as long as I can, strictly because with this EXP boost and being a miner, I'm getting a lot of experience. This has become a me thing.
Continue onwards. I'm sure he'll be able to make it home safely alone.
Well, I'm supposed to find. We got a cool place to go. That I need. I don't know where it is. The goats I vaguely remember because I assume that the goats are kind of on the path we saw the goats on the first time we came down this way. And by the first, I mean like the 2.73% time that we went there, because you'd kind of been to that redwood forest before, but then I found the other side of that redwood forest.
Oh, it was not at all the way I went before.
Yeah, but they are the same destination. So when I say the first time we went there, I meant the first time you
No,
and
no,
me
what I'm
went
saying
there
is the
together.
path was that the goats were on was entirely different.
Fucking keep digging, man. Keep digging.
That's what I was saying.
Digging's fucking losers.
Yeah, what do we look like, Steve Minecraft?
Okay, like at this point, over here is the best bet you got that doesn't involve collapsing. I love how they were like, ah, yes, falling gravel wasn't annoying enough in Minecraft. Let's make it marginally more random.
And maximally more annoying.
I don't think we need lead that much. So yeah, let's. So the ruin is this way. I'm curious, how far did that get me? Oh, a level and a half.
So we're gonna see how much XP I end up getting from digging out this entire goddamn thing of charcoal. Also, how much charcoal I end up getting.
Probably going to get like 20 levels.
And it's just like, all right, I'm all done. I'm good. I no longer need this.
Well, if you ever hit that spot, just let me know and I'll dig
Oh
the
hey,
rest.
big thing of native. Oh my God! What the fuck? I just got one shot.
Yeah, that's a nightmare
God.
guy. I don't know why you've engaged. The guy is terrifying.
Okay. Teleport me to you.
Meanwhile, I'm just chillaxing in the hubris hole.
I don't even know where that guy came from. I just was like walking,
Probably
looking for
the fucking ruin. They spawn inside those. Oh, yeah, this place is full of nightmare guys.
Okay, we'll want iron first then.
That's time to actually have like real armor before we go there. So that feels like that's very much gonna not be a this stream
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exploration.
I wouldn't go in there. There are shooty boys who will shoot her. They'll shoot you to death. They're
Okay.
shooty beams. All right, now to find the
Sweet boy.
goats, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. The fuck thing is there was a huge deposit of surface copper right next to it too.
We can come back for it.
This desert is full of lead. Don't drink any of these oasis, dude.
Okay, here's another huge thing, copper.
Did it breach the surface or is it just copper bits?
Just copper bits, a fuck ton of them.
Yeah, alright. So
What I'm hearing is how far away are you guys for that? Because I might need copper bits in my
Alright.
grand journey here.
so we gotta go this way.
Well, did you ever go to that ruin?
I didn't have it marked, but I vaguely know about the ruin you're talking about.
Yeah, if you go over by the ruin, there's copper. All right, so crossing this.
This is an apple tree.
Got a long way to go. Get to the border of Mexico.
Back away.
When
We could actually swim most of the way back to base. The rivers are lining up.
Yeah, we would have already gone back to base if they lined up a little bit better. We would have just built a sailboat.
Yeah.
if we could.
Yeah, but we gotta grab a goat on the way there. Oh, here they are. Wait, no, these are
No,
bighorn.
No, those are goats.
What?
These little things. You ran them down the hill. Right there. Those black and whites.
Mm-hmm.
Those are adult goats. The baby goats are all white.
Yeah.
So if we had a medium cage, we could capture those.
And we got a deer here, it looks like.
It's a pronghorn. Oh, hey, look,
Oh, yeah, I
a
forgot about
ruin.
that.
An unexplored ruin.
I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong looking into that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we could find a copper ingot and then make a medium cage and not need to find a baby. I found the way in.
I got us more turnip seeds, it seems. Anything interesting inside?
Bones. Oh, and
Okay.
soybean seeds and 25 farming EXP.
Oh,
There's bees around here.
yep. Is there a reason we need both sheep and goats?
Variety.
Right. Oh, hey, a bear. Bears. Plural.
Oh, plural bears?
Oh, Jesus. Hey, so if I could get one of them teleports.
Well, we need the bear to stop being alive for that to... Oh, damn it. Okay, so was there a second bear?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another 4 big hides.
Excellent.
Meaning that...
Unfortunately, I'm all the way over here.
How many does it take to make a full barrel?
5, and there's another, and there is a set of 6 over at the base because I had gone bear hunting.
Well, I have 6 on me as well, so that's... Did any of you pick up arrows related
Yeah,
to this bear fight?
I might
We got
have to
3.
get moving back to base soon to process those, but also
Alright. So,
I am committed.
lads, we are heading in this wordly direction. Make it day.
I'm still in the hole. I gotta climb out first.
I'm talking to the 2 weather gods.
I prefer the actually make it day mechanically that we've done.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not gonna take that much longer.
We
just
fucking
had to
solve
actually climb
everything
out of the
with
hole.
commands, then... No. Well, that's even the point of that, at that point.
Yeah, we're refined cheaters. We solved it with mods.
There are some things we might have to solve with commands, though.
Oh, great, it's cold.
But that's directly related to making raw storage vessels, because those straight up can't be crafted anymore because of some of the mods. If anyone ever gets the artisan trait.
I think that is a babe. No, that's a pronghorn. I'm also starving.
Ow.
Oh, yeah.
If one of you could just pass me some.
I think we got a problem where it's cold down here now.
Yeah, you guys are going north. It's March. I don't think it'll be properly warm enough until April.
Are those goats or those sheep?
Lamb. They're bighorn.
Well, I'd better start going back before I starve and freeze at the same time.
Yeah.
You may as well also just go insane.
But yeah, there was a rift. I could look into that and make it worse.
Yeah, we
All
need to
work
start a
and no
campfire.
play make Homer something something.
Fuck it.
You're just
As
trying
I
to light this
continue
tree
my
on fire?
I don't try to do anything. I succeed.
Yeah, but is that the optimal solution?
Causing a brush fire? Probably.
Now I'm only starving.
Eat a couple lumps of fat.
We are gonna need to make sure we still have some of those at base so that the windmill rotor can get made.
I have 6 of them.
I'm just
Alright.
making sure because I thought we had some squirreled away, but that that explains why Hunter was doing so much better than I was on food.
Are we just going north?
Yeah. Alright. Alright. Get your raft out and we cross the water. Where did you go?
I was trying to see if that was the animal I needed.
Skin this. I killed this fox.
Why?
Because we are starving to death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're worried about meat, I have meat.
Okay.
Like, we can cook it. We have 22 hours to do that. I think we need to try to get as far north as we can.
Alright. Anyway.
As I'm just further
Climb this
contemplating
mountain
just
with me.
restarting civilization in the south.
Climb the mountain? Why would we go up? That's gonna be colder.
Because we are looking for goat.
I
Okay, so it
think
was
we
starvation,
saved.
not freezing. That one won. That one's better.
I think we save find goat for not freezing temperatures on top of a mountain.
This is part of animal husbandry.
Freezing to death on a mountain was not part of our path to animal husbandry. It might have
Sounds like a
happened.
kind of boring path to animal husbandry then.
It might have happened to some people, but it wasn't on the direct path. You act as if we don't have like an abundance of already existing animals that we could.
As I have just even further settled in down here.
Where are
I've
you?
started
Why are
farming.
you not showing on my map?
What, me? Or...
No, not you.
I
I don't know why he's not showing on my map again.
Me?
Neither of you.
Oh, great.
Okay, I got us the fucking weird, other chicken. I am freezing to death now.
Why chicken?
Well, it's the weird hens. I don't know what they are.
In what universe did I ask for a hen? We were looking for.
He gave us the fucking other bird. I got
I
its
did
breeding
give the
pair.
male of it.
Yeah, I'm also up here looking for a goat. I'm not finding it. I'm gonna freeze to death because our hubris is infinite, and none of us listen to reason.
See, I'm still safe though.
For now, until my ghost comes back.
I found
Your
a
ghost
baby
help stack
fucking
firewood?
goat. Teleport to me.
Okay, yeah, fine, man. Where is it?
It's in this brush. So make a campfire.
I don't have. What stuff do I need to make? I haven't made one in fucking forever.
Firewood and dry grass.
In what permutation?
Dry
Place
grass on the
dry
ground.
grass first.
Yeah. And then just right click that with the
Firewood.
Where the fuck is the dry grass? How much dry grass do I need?
A
One?
single thing of dry grass.
Okay.
And then But yeah, that baaing you hear is
Yeah, I don't know why my character just decided to walk randomly forward like that. And why the fucking fire went out.
because of the wind.
Oh. Great, I love realism, but only when it hurts me.
That's right. Join me.
Where's this fucking dumbass fucking sheep?
1 second. The sheep kid was somewhere in this direction. I fucking hear it.
Yeah?
And then all that work and it's another boy.
Are you a sheep kid? Or are you a big goat? Why are all the animals so fucking fast?
Quadruped. You just gotta train for several
Do we
months. Like
need
that
the
one guy
male
did,
or
to
the
run on all
female?
fours
We
and
need
just
the
get
female.
scarily fast.
Yeah, just do whatever makes you into one of those shippers.
Okay, apparently this goat's too large.
What?
That goat is too large. I hit it with the box. It did not get into the box.
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, because that is a.
A fully grown goat, despite the fact that the descriptor you gave me implies that that would not be the case.
Yeah, that should not have been. What the fuck? How did we not notice that ruin in the side of the thing?
What do you mean? We were in completely different angles. Like, I noticed it as soon as I turned around, but like, I don't feel like I'm a dumbass for missing it on the way up.
I guess it. This isn't even. This is a mine shaft.
Yeah,
What a dumb mine shaft.
Oh, it's got access to lead. Here you go. Food on the ground.
So, as I expected, I will need to do more logging. Primarily because they hate the idea of getting efficient amounts of firewood out of redwood quarter logs. The most evil log in the game.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, removing the magic bond now's the chance to bring that up again.
I'm still thinking about it.
Kill it with fire. Ooh. Ugh. Ah.
Alright, now I have a cage too, so I can help you.
I think the problem comes from the fact that we have both fucking bighorn sheep and goats. You know, like, it's hard to fucking spot a goat versus a sheep when they make the same sound.
And live in the similar area, yeah. Same area, yeah.
And we didn't bring a large enough cage to get the big ones. Can't tell if this one's small or just...
Is it small or is it baby? The world may never know.
Okay, got a female goat.
Like in the
Alright, you're
cage
free.
already?
Yep.
Was it a baby one?
Yep. Markhor goat kid female.
Okay.
I don't know if you can interbreed fucking species of goat.
Well, we're gonna find out, I guess. Which type of goat do we have back at or with you? Yep.
Angora goat kid male.
Okay, so if I could just,
We,
you know,
Great.
it's time
I'll
for
lead you to the other mountain with the Angora goats.
real quick. I'm just
It's
gonna.
on the way. So,
That one's way closer to home, and is probably better served coming back to the Angora Goat Mountain with a larger cage.
We might be able to work with what we got.
I got an Angora goat female.
Alright.
okay.
Free.
I used moderate cheats. I will go home and I will destroy a copper ingot with my mind.
Okay.
You look to be due south of me. Or is that the case?
Yes. I'm on the way. What was the moderate cheat? I'm curious.
I went into creative and gave
Spawning
myself
one
a
in.
cage.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I didn't spawn in the goat. I spawned in the cage.
Yes, the
for
cage.
goat that I already had.
Okay.
I did the hard part, you know, the finding and
Angora goat.
getting a goat.
Alright.
I'm just gonna speedrun north. I don't fucking care anymore. I don't care if we see a fucking unicorn, man. Like, fucking water lily, bitch ass fucking plant. Who cares? You know, water lily is part of the.
I still need to find an actual ocean at some point.
Are we sure they're real?
No.
So then why do
Oh,
you?
Look,
Why
we
do
are
you?
with this terrain generation.
What's up? Lag?
I don't know if the oceans are real with this terrain generation.
I think that I couldn't find anything with the, like, that would enable ocean, so I assume they're just a thing now.
There's a trader that you might want to take a look at if you follow me.
I don't have a fucking dollar to my name, man.
Okay.
What's
then
he
never
got?
mind. Oh, I mean it's 3 traders at one spot.
3
but-
traders in a trench coat pretending to be one guy to sneak into a movie. I got
Check
it.
if one of them has a special dialogue option.
I mean, I can't because we're not going that way.
Okay, never
Is-
mind then.
He's in a mood.
None of them are.
I'm being chased by a fucking wolf. Call it a mood again, man. And a warthog.
None of them are treasure hunters. If that's what you're wondering about, Leg.
Okay, yeah.
I think I lost the wolf. No. And then why am I in a mood? Maybe because I got handed a fucking bird, and when I got the fucking bird, somebody's like, I told you to only get goats. I'm only caring about the goat.
I mean, that is accurate to my situation. Oh, hey, native copper ore.
Yeah, but, like, you know, sometimes you're handed a goal by two people, and you have to make them both happy.
Oh, hey, there's red clay under this redwood.
There's,
That's nice.
there's gold in them there hills. You know about that? You hear about that?
Yeah, that's why non-binary people make the best prospectors.
Does this look like the pun dimension?
Yes,
Yes.
actually it does. One could even call it a pungeon.
Where did you go, ninja?
Mostly due north, man. But there's a ruin here. That's cool. I might end up having to make another fucking fire. Otherwise, I'm gonna die.
Make it and teleport me to you. I'm lost in the blizzard.
Lost in the blizzard. Freeze.
I found you. You don't have to teleport me to you.
I fucking hate that you can't use the torch in the offhand.
Yeah, that
You
is kind of
can?
goofy.
You can.
You have to manually click it over there and it just works?
No, I'm meaning like it doesn't. Like I can't light a fire
No,
with
you
a
can't
torch.
use the torch for lighting things when it's in the offhand.
Oh,
You
wait,
can
yeah.
hold the
that
torch
you-
in the offhand, yes. You can't.
Never mind.
Yeah.
My guy, I don't know what witchcraft you're doing, but I don't fucking see you, man.
Me?
You just put blocks over my fire, and you're not here. You don't exist. You are not real.
At least that's what your therapist tells you.
I think if your therapist tells you that you're not real, you probably should see another one. Like, that's some better help therapy.
Oh, what secrets are they? What are they leaking? What personal information are they leaking this time?
They're leaking if you exist. You don't.
Is it better? No, that's a bit too real. That one's not for. That's not an on-stream comment. Not because it's a TOS violation or anything. Just it's a bit too real.
Okay, so there is part of me that worries about if we're gonna make it back. Because how high can your body temperature go?
I think it's around
Depends
30
on-
that you start freezing.
You start taking damage at 30C.
Okay, because we got. Just over 2,000 blocks to run. I'm wondering how high does it go, because I want to get it to as high as it goes before I start running in to the north.
37 and
Ish,
change.
depending on how good your clothing is.
Okay, so 37.6 is probably as best as I'm getting.
That's probably the best you're gonna
All
get.
right, well, speed run. Speed run.
And let me just get my fucking raft out because we're gonna hit the water relatively soon. If it even is water.
It's only
The
2 degrees.
alleged water.
It's 4 degrees outside here, which means legally we shouldn't freeze to death.
raining.
Oh, good, it's back up a fucking mountain. Gonna get cold again.
Yeah, but then we hit big water, Montana.
Which is where you want to be when it's fucking freezing outside.
Like, I will need some of your assistance with this hubris pit once it's ready to fire. Just mostly to check how long it'll take to burn so we can know.
Yeah.
Is it gonna?
Alright.
Does it take more time based on how big it is?
Presumably.
You have to light it at the top or the bottom. How does that work?
I certainly hope it doesn't.
Alright. Go this way so we can take the water.
My guy, you're not real.
Yeah.
So this way ain't helping. Is it left? Is it right?
The fact that you can't see me fucking attempt to stab you.
Yeah, you're not here, man. I don't know about you. I don't know what you're doing.
Go to the right.
I'm going to the right a little bit. I'm drifting.
Harder to the right.
It's inefficient path.
I don't think anybody needs to go harder to the right.
It's another
You
one of
see
those.
the water.
Another fucking ruin, man.
Yeah, fine. We can explore the ruin.
Well, it's just another mine shaft, so I'm just gonna grab all this fucking coal for us and break this tool vessel. Holy shit, it did, dude.
What did it give you?
Gave me a copper pickaxe for free. Free copper pickaxe.
That would have been great. I would have loved a free copper pickaxe.
Feet for free?
And there's a food vessel here in case when hungry. For 11 flax grains.
Copper scythe.
You got a free copper set. Oh, damn. I didn't know that chest opened.
Yeah, those chests always open.
Yeah.
Well, you know. Not my fault that chest does not look like it opens.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
it is. You caused the incident.
Keep going to the right, nerd.
Go into the right. I see the water. But it might not be the water you're talking about, because it doesn't look like it gets us that far. Unless we're gonna...
The fact that we haven't been on this water for longer infuriates me.
Also, I don't know how, but you came back into existence.
Because I'm a real boy. And I've been picking your pockets for days.
Now this leads to the terrifying question of whether or not your lack of existence wasn't real or your existence is real.
Don't think about it.
In object permanence.
Just don't think about it.
Now, do I disappear when I step onto land?
No.
That would have been very funny.
What hurt you?
I'm starving to death.
Oh, great. Told me that, I would have given you some of the grains.
Instead, you should have turned the red meat you're carrying into jerky by cutting it with a knife into strips.
All right, man. I got fucking 88 fucking raw jerky. Give me 15 to 20 years for it to cure.
You handed me raw bushmeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it said you wait for it to cure. Here's half. You know, half for you, man.
Okay, now there's just 4 raw bushmeat on the floor. But, you know,
Do I care? Do you care?
Nope.
Does the bear that likely came from care? No, probably not anymore.
Yes.
Unless there's the existence of bear heaven and he is judging us, then that.
Well,
Right.
he is judging you. It's
Hey.
just not from Bear
Hey,
Heaven.
turn around. Turn around. Turn around, you fuck. Turn around.
What do you need?
We're going to the traders.
Hate the winter. Hate the spring.
It's
I
spring
hate the
now.
moon.
You hate the moon and you hate the
I'm glad.
sun.
I'm glad you got exactly the vibe I was going for.
Jump
wasn't-
faster.
I wasn't gonna fully commit to it, but I'm glad it conveyed to someone else with the same form of brain rot. Where are these fucking traitors? They better have a fucking nuclear reactor for
I
sale.
guarantee you 2 of them are not having fun.
Are they in prison?
Kind of.
Are they in traitor jail? Oh, dude, I think I see a traitor over here. Is that guy related?
Possibly.
Maybe. There's the trader. And the traders.
What's your name, traveler? Got anything to trade, Jasper? He's got beeswax. He's got peat brick. He's got metal parts. He's got corundum.
Alright, so. And then these other 2 traders.
Got a sewing
How close to
table.
fire are you guys?
Close to fire? Good question.
Or freezing?
Not freezing at all.
Cool.
Yeah. Can you just hit him through the bars?
Yeah, you can talk to them through the bars.
He's got warm robe. He's got heavy tool belt. What does that even do?
Not
Merchant
sure.
saddle blanket. Shirt.
Hey, he buys lumps of fat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him 8 lumps of fat for a fucking $1.
Yeah, that's more once we're actually producing like crazy amounts of that from farming pigs.
He's got 5 tapestry pieces.
Oh, we're starving to death.
No, you're letting we do a lot of work there. I had to turn. I actually lost my knife because of the war. No, we got the jerky.
You're right. Forgot about the jerky. Can't forget about the jerky. This is what just barely not starving to death feels like.
I'm more worried about the fucking cold, man. The cold will get you.
Oh, hey, a ruin.
Which direction?
North, right? Oh, hey, look, we're on a cliff. And yeah.
Shut down. Up here, we got a Worn Survival Manual. Trade Acquirer contains the knowledge required to make simple weapons, except it doesn't work. Like, this mod is broken. It's just a 0 book that says let. That's what you see too, right?
Yeah.
Fuck these 0 ass books. What the hell does that even mean?
Oh, hey. Okay. Yeah, we're there. We're home. That's the landmark I made.
The giant F.
No, it's a multi-directional landmark.
For friendship.
F is for friends who do stuff together.
It's over a giant it's over a there's a mine shaft that's literally just a fucking it's actually really actually I kind of want to show you. Follow me. Just because it's literally just a hey, acknowledge this exists, and then we leave. We'll come back later because this is where the meteoric iron is, but it's literally just a fucking iron hatch that goes all the way down. I wasn't even gonna go down.
Work in here.
Yeah.
But yeah. Lag, we're home.
I'm not home.
Who knows what he's up to? I think you guys told me winter was gone, and I come back here and winter is definitely not.
It is over. It's just that we're far enough north that we can still have snow on the ground in March.
No, it is full ass bliss. We're having a snowstorm. The lake
Well, it's
is
April
fully-
1st, so
Funny joke, you know?
all this is telling me is that the next time we play this game, we should not settle so close to spawn.
Well, is spawn always that far north?
Yes. Not necessarily
Spawn
that far,
was
but it's
even
supposed to
further
be.
north.
Yeah, it's supposed to. You're supposed to spawn in the northern hemisphere in a quote-unquote temperate region.
Hell, I'm gonna tell you this is far from temperate.
I did say quote-unquote temperate for
Yeah.
a reason. I am also not buying the lies. The absolute hate that I am. Oh my god. What the fuck? Where are these little shits coming from? It's the middle of the day, there aren't any rifts nearby, and I've just almost died to fucking the game freezing up on me.
Alright, so where are we building the barn?
I was thinking to the facing the river to the right. Because we have the shed and the compost. The seed shed and the compost is like right here.
I'm glad that you didn't refuse to refuse the call to stop committing atrocities to the sizing of a shed.
I just turned the second story into compost.
Yeah.
As I'm just going to continue having to cut redwoods down.
I wish I had been there. I love getting woodcutting XP.
I mean, hey, once I feel like I've got enough XP, there will probably still be quite a bit of charcoal left.
Yeah, because basically each one of those, you need 16 logs to make a block, basically. So, wood-wise, you need 11 times 11 times 11 times 16. 21,000 logs, I think. If
He
I'm
gets
doing the-
more out of it, but yeah.
I don't for the quarter logs because the game is horseshit.
All right.
Well, actually, let me make sure.
It's
that
also
math.
about half that many.
It's half that
because
many. Yeah, I forgot because you get 4 per.
you get 4 per and it's
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I've run the numbers. It's around 10,000.
Yeah, which is
Closer to
a
11.
buctillion.
Like, the hole would probably already be filled if the quarter logs worked correctly for me.
I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna chuck this brick in. I'm gonna punch a hole in the water, and I'm gonna chuck.
I'm
gonna chuck-
this brick.
I'm gonna chuck this ingot of copper into the void. That's our
Fair.
payment. And you know what? I have 42 boards on me. I don't know how many boards it takes, so I'm just gonna throw 20 boards in there. That's our payment to the gods. We want to be farther away from the house, right?
Ish, yeah.
Oh yeah, you should check on the the sugar bush. If you go straight out the back entrance, you should see some buckets that should have some maple sap in them.
Straight out the back? Okay.
Yeah, the back door of the house. I might have to look around a little bit because you don't know exactly where they've been placed, but
Are they attached to trees or?
yeah, they're right. They will be right up against the trunk of trees.
Like close to the house or over at the tree line?
Over at the tree line, you'll have to pass the like pit trap.
Okay.
What were you up to, Lag?
Last thing, I found a ton of copper.
Okay, we got a bucket of about 8 liters of maple sap.
Okay, so they'll probably all 4 of them will probably have about that much. Which means we'll get a
another
tenth
eight,
as much.
Another 8, another 8.
And do we take these in and put them in a barrel or something?
Yeah, you can just take those in and put them in a barrel if you'd like. And then I'll process them once I eventually get back. We'll only have about a tenth as much
Hey, Lag, if you
in
need,
syrup.
I can just... Wait, Lag, you know we have a shitload of copper.
More.
Boy.
Lag's
No, we-
hubris for getting killed in the mines is extreme. We all, you all suffer from different mental diseases that haven't been categorized by the broader medical community. Like,
Look, all I do is just build the maximal size thing. It is about efficiency. Ignore the fact that if I had done a smaller one, I would have still gotten more charcoal than I needed and be back home with y'all. That's not the point. That was never the point.
so do you seal it to make it into sap?
No, you have to boil
into
it.
syrup? Oh. Oh, that makes sense. They just put it in the barrel for now as a storage make.
Yes.
Expensive boiler that
No.
oh,
I don't believe you use the boiler.
fucking look at it.
Hey,
Well,
lag.
no. So
I'm
we have a
gonna-
cauldron for
Oh.
things.
I'm gonna need a mallet.
That'll be doable.
The boilers for like actually fucking distilling liquids, like for real. And you don't need to run it through actual
And-
maple sap through a still. You just
And
boil it.
we all know that maple syrup is actually a fake a fake boiled liquid. 'Cause you gotta really think about it. You gotta fake it till you make it.
You sure do.
Anyone who makes maple syrup and believes that they are a true
They are true and real is not but a fool. Yes, this means you, Canada.
and especially you, Vermont.
It is weird, though, that Vermont makes that much maple syrup, though they don't make nearly as much as Canada.
All right,
Really is my hand.
all right.
True.
Let's start. I'm thinking right about here is where we started.
I think that's
Holy
too
fuck!
close.
That's just a bear. Right there.
He's stuck in a pit.
Yes.
So what I'm hearing is free hides.
You got the double hit. Just shoot him to death.
Got him. I don't have a knife still, but if I can get one of those, I'll get the hides off this bear.
So you think this is too close? We don't go over here.
I would say just like put it on the other side of the oaks.
Okay.
This is too far away. Like it's still within.
This is like, I mean, we can do it over here, I guess. This is getting like close to the peat, though, isn't it?
I don't know
I
what
mean,
the.
is that a problem?
I don't know where the peat is. You're like, we have a fuck ton of peat, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Acting like I'm the one who fucking found it.
So I cut down what I thought was a really tall redwood,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a reasonably tall one. The problem is, like, I only cut down half of it because the rest was growing into a cave in a fucking pit that I didn't notice.
Oh, holy shit, blueberry wine.
Yes, I will need wine because my terrible ghosting mouse made me spend a point somewhere I did not intend to, so I need to get an unlearn point.
Yeah, getting drunk lets you reset your skills.
Okay, so
These
where
berries come back in.
what barrel would you want me to put the hides into? If I have a whole set of them, do I put them in the weak tannin, or is it?
Okay, so what you're gonna need to do, if you have a whole set of them, find a barrel with, because I know I didn't leave any that were, actually, maybe I did. Is there anything that has 50 liters of diluted borax?
No.
Okay. No, all the leatherworking stuff has been processed up there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find an empty barrel, put 50 liters of water in it. If you want to do that efficiently, just pick up the cauldron and fill it with water. It holds 50 liters and can be used like a bucket. Just be sure to put it back. And then you're going to go out back, get 10 borax, and grind that all up in the kern. And then put that into the barrel of water you just made. And then seal the 5 hides in that. And then I will happily assist you at the next step. You will need to make sure that there is a thing of 50 liters of weak tannin.
There's a thing of 50 liters of weak tannin.
As well as strong tannin, but that one is like 3 days later, so that the weak tannin's like a higher priority than that.
Do you have to go through the whole process all at once? Otherwise it fails?
No. You just have to go through the only. As soon as you've sealed the barrel with the diluted borax, the time pressure is removed.
You said 5 or 10 borax.
10 borax.
So why does it take 20 boraxes to make 50 liters of diluted borax?
It's just the ratio.
Bad ratio.
It sure is. I mean, it just feels weird. I think it's a better ratio for the like actual like borax itself, because it's just what, 1 to 5. Wait until you find out how fish juice gets made.
I don't need to know ever how that.
The ratio is 8 salt to 64 fish. No, 1 to 8 doesn't work.
So
You need 8
5
salt and
huge
64
hides?
fish. Yeah, 5 huge hides.
can't seal it with 6.
No. Each thing requires 10 for huge hides.
Did you say there was another set of huge hides somewhere?
There should be. They might have been partially processed, but I left all of them like in the barrels and such.
Oh. Well, there is a soaked hide that I got.
Yeah, like I might have started some of the processing for some of them, but all of them should just be in the barrels for any hides that I had
Okay.
that are worth processing. I've been ignoring the small hides because they give like 1 leather, so unless we have a ton of them to process at once instead of like 2 or 3, I'm just going to save the barrel for something that's more worth the actual time to process.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, the only thing I would not use the cauldron for is moving around like the tannins or like borax things, because I don't know if it'll get residue on it or something like that and become unusable for food, and it does require a fair amount of copper or metal to be made. I wonder if the game will let you make a cauldron out of lead. That would be funny. Not good, mind you. But funny. Oh boy.
Almost got enough rot for another set of another barrel of compost.
I've got 2 going right now.
Yeah, it's almost a third one.
I'll have some berry bushes to bring back as well, which realistically I don't need to plant because I don't think I'm going to be here that long.
Do we need troughs, right, or something like that?
Yes.
Have we already made those?
Nope.
All right, I'll start working on the troughs.
You'll need multiple sizes of trough as well.
Mostly medium.
Mostly medium, yes. But for the smaller ones, also apparently hen boxes are illegal.
Why?
Look up hen
Something-
boxes in the handbook.
Something is broken such that they cannot be made.
The only way to get them is to break an empty hen box, is to break an empty hen box. According to the handbook. Now, hens will lay eggs if they don't have access to a hen box, or if it's not full, they'll just lay them on the ground and it's more annoying to collect.
Well, you know, we're gonna do some science here. I have the recipe open. Yeah, you can still just make a nest box.
Okay, that's good. It is evil that it is trying to hide how to do that, though.
Well, I can tell you why.
Why?
Because it becomes a hen box when used by a hen.
Okay.
It is a nest box. That is the name of the
That's-
craftable item.
That's fucking moronic that they don't have that set as a note in the thing.
Well, you know, there's some amount of hubris in all things taken on by man.
Can you harvest that bear and or make food?
I'm working on that exact plan. I need a knife. We got a knife.
Also-
Yeah, how long
somewhere?
is the sausage now that it's not winter? Is the sausage gonna last for now that it's not winter?
Well, it's still
It's
negative
still-
2 degrees here, so probably 10,000 fucking years.
Oh, if it's still negative 2 degrees there, yeah, it's still gonna be like 300 years.
Sadly, it's only down to 231. You know, like
Oh,
Also,
our
there
great
are
great
no
great grandchildren
balls
won't be
here.
able to have that sausage.
We have exactly no bulls here.
well, there are bowls that are just waiting to be fired.
Yeah, technically, if you fire some bowls, that would
I'll be back on the server in a moment because Vintage Story wants to fight me at every single turn.
Why do we not have knives just lying around?
Because that's dangerous.
'Cause then
Yeah,
you
that's
would
why we
live
got
at
loaded
my
guns lying
house.
around.
Too soft. How old is this?
Oh yeah, what do you think of the stone paths? They also make you go faster.
Flint in my room. We all know walk on dirt bad, walk on stone good.
Infuriating. Not your comment. The fact that the game decided to fucking crash when I was almost done chopping down this redwood, but now
Okay, well,
all
I'm
the
just
progress has been
gonna tell you
reset.
right now, this bear is broken. The bear's broken.
Clearly, we should catch
Uh,
2 bears so we can have Yogi and Boo Boo.
Panda, can you come over here for a second? The bear's broken.
Sure.
Right click this bear, what do you see?
The option to harvest, and yet I don't have any a knife, so I can't.
Even if you right click it?
I don't have.
Okay, you start harvesting it then.
Well, meat, 2 hide. Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, when I did that, it just opened a menu that had nothing in it.
All right. I'm starving to death, so I
Eat-
gotta.
Eat a lump of fat.
Okay. Here's your knife.
I don't know where it went.
On the snow. We have these crocks of food and no bowls.
I don't see where the knife went, man. Did you pick it back up?
No, I dropped it in the snow.
Yeah, I don't.
Just walk around blindly until you pick it up. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
I don't know, man.
Found it. Alright, we should sleep so that we can.
He is, so.
I heard sleep and like, okay.
You work on firing the stuff. I'm gonna work on. Oh, good. Now I'm starving to death. Great.
Look, there's
Oh.
some sausage in the basement you can cook up and eat. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, just grab like a.
The rifts are spawning. They're trying to stop me. They know that I will become too powerful.
They're actually trying to warn you that this is actually what caused the apocalypse that we're living in the game.
They still... What the fuck?
A 10 by 10, completely acceptable.
10 by 10 by 10? Honestly, 11 by 11 by 10. Fine.
Yeah. The second you hit that third 11.
Doing that and an 11 by 11 by 1. Also fine. Even if these are simultaneous.
Hey, you work on firing some fucking bowls. I'll dig up the. How wide do you want this dug?
I don't know. It's gonna be pretty big considering we're doing seemingly every type of animal.
Yeah. Well, we have room for expansion. You know, like.
Now, I will say this.
I
There
wish
are pandas in this game.
I wish there was a tool guy here who was making our metal tools for us.
Only.
That'd be cool. You guys have one of those?
No, we don't. That's why I said it would be cool.
Well, that's a shame. You should get one.
I'm gonna real quickly make
Freeze to
a.
death.
No, I'm gonna real quick make another set of hides, I guess. The fact that this man can one arm carry an entire cauldron of water with 50
It's 50 liters of water is like that's actually insane.
I mean, we
And,
really,
like you're able to do that, and it does not impede your movement at all. You can still be like hopping around and sprinting with that.
Yeah, with it in one hand. You know, like not even trying.
I think I just found the underground superhighway. This mine shaft keeps on going.
Oh, you found the Vegas loop, but it actually goes somewhere.
I'm hungry.
Foolish. You knew when stream was. Should have consumed before.
Yeah, it's really easy for me to do when I give myself an hour to both walk my dogs and to do any other things between this and work.
I mean, you could have. Look, this is what meal prep is for.
If I lived alone, probably I would.
Clearly, you should get
I feel that.
food containers that have a combination lock on.
That's not my fear. It's just that, like, we eat as a family. I don't feel like meal prepping for everybody at that level.
Fair enough.
Alright, I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of stuff into here and make a bunch of shovels and get digging.
Right.
Might just straight up make it back to base in here.
That would be really funny. I still have, I have just completed the 5th layer. And I just decide after placing that, you know what, actually, I don't need all this charcoal. And then I just leave it.
I am looking for fucking. Ah, there we go. Sticks. Sticks is easier. I really wish we could make an oven kiln at this point. Like, we have fucking
We'll be
coal.
able to soon.
What do you need for an oven kiln?
Iron. In this, it's the one good thing Bricklayers does is add the beehive kiln.
Doesn't actually, that's base game.
Oh, is it? Okay, good. I didn't want to have to like anything about Bricklayers. Now I can go back to hating it as it deserves to be. Yeah, we just need we just need to be able to make iron hatch doors. So if that thing was actually an iron hatch door, that we could have just glued up and taken with us instead of a rusted one, we could have made it as soon as you found the thing you made a landmark for.
I hate the snow physics. It's ugly, it's gross.
There is a setting to just turn it off, to turn snow off.
Called living where I do.
As look, it's fine.
Not
Eventually,
a setting I enjoy.
snow is kind of is reasonable in real life, but in this game, it's awful.
The League of Interesting Takes over here. Yo, you will let me pick that up, or I will fucking spank the shit out of you.
Is there like a command to melt the snow? Is there a command to change the seat?
Yes.
I mean,
Command to change the...
that one I don't think so.
Climate
Yeah,
set
no.
tropical rainforest.
I mean, if we just want to like fucking pack shit up and move,
Nah, the house is where the house is.
we have learned for the future.
A lesson that will never be moved upon.
We'll just do it again.
And then there's one where it's just like, it's like, okay, you guys do that, and then I've just fucked off to the tropics, and I want, I'm listening to y'all complain about winter. I'm like, what do you mean? It's lovely outside.
I mean, I genuinely like the cold in real life, and I enjoy seasonality in games.
Oh. Hello, boar. That boar is not having a good. Oh no, it's not boar. It's a rabbit. That rabbit is having a bad time.
Right. I've lit.
It was
3
hopping around and it fell into hubris.
Ah, well,
Alright, I lit 3 pit kilns of bowls, so
I don't think we need to make it wider on that side, do we?
I'm just doing it.
Well, I've been saying that I don't want to move it too far over towards the trees.
This is probably as far as I'll take it.
It's starting to get to the point where I'm genuinely concerned if I'm gonna have enough granite stones to make enough axes for this.
Did you look at the box?
Oh, I saw that. It's just if it, I'm trying to not use those. I need to see if it will work.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you get through the 128 other stones I gave you, that's just a sign of the hubris.
There was no hubris.
What level of the skill that lets axes maintain durability do you have?
I don't think I do.
Why would you not take that one?
I think I took the I think I took the one that made getting seeds easier because I was trying to get, the very rare wood that I had to go.
I also have that skill.
Yeah, I just put 2 ranks into that because I really wanted the pretty wood that I like.
Yeah. Even with that, you should have at least 1 level to waste on.
Okay. I have 1.
Okay.
I have 1.
That's good.
I have a feeling that's going to become significantly higher once I'm done with this.
It should be the it's not optimal to get level 3 until you're like level 10 foraging or something. Like
I would not be surprised if I was.
because it scales linearly, but it just has a higher cap at level 3.
So it does not improve scaling. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Alright. I think this is a big enough area once we get this.
Yeah, I need to. I remember now that I was actually gonna do something.
Alright, so just give me your shovel then.
I don't
You
have
can
one
do
anymore.
something other than escaping your hubris.
I already
slowly.
broke all 4 shovels that I made.
Oh,
What were you gonna
I-
do?
I have flint if you want it though.
Okay.
You need sticks as well.
Nope.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. I thought I had sticks. I do not.
But what was it that you were gonna do?
I think troughs.
Yeah. How do you spell it? How do you spell that?
Yeah.
It's the U. It's the fucking U that I didn't. So are we looking at small or large?
Both, but more large.
Oh, these are fucking easy. These are cake.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, like
hard.
even if that ends up being the wrong type, yeah, troughs are like so easy to make.
Four large troughs already made. I want it. I reached level 4 in survival, guys.
Nice. Are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? Extra specialization, or is that at level 5?
That's
level-
level
that's a-
5.
Yeah, that's a level 5 thing.
I'll probably grab huge stomach, I guess.
You know, huge stomach is actually just kind of nice.
Where did this fucking guy come from? And worse than that, where did my fucking longbow go for me to get rid of him?
What happened to the recurve bow?
That's what I meant, the recurve bow. I don't know where my bow went.
That's unfortunate.
I found it.
Well, that's good.
I only have 2 arrows, though, so...
Well, you know what? We'll be able to get a lot more arrows a lot more consistently once animal husbandry begins.
We have hundreds of feathers.
Yeah, I need you to know that's never been the problem.
Oh, the problem is you just haven't gotten off your ass and made arrows.
Well, 1, I would want metal arrows, and 2, I've refused to learn how the metalworking mechanics in this game work.
Well, I can make some arrows when I get back,
Yeah.
which will be soon.
Mostly, I'm not learning it because Lag's already highly invested into the metalworking skill, so he has benefits. I don't want to, like, you know...
So the fun fact about that is Miffin actually has more metalworking than me because of books.
I only have 20 into level 1. And I have never touched metalworking, by the
Okay.
way. I didn't have the space to bring them back for lag. This was on my major expedition. If I had the space, I would have brought them back for lag, but unfortunately, it was not meant to be.
It's gonna be a nightmare to light this thing.
Oh, it's gonna be a marital light.
The barn.
No, it'll be fine, honestly.
I don't think you know the scale that he's working with.
I'm a man of hubris.
Yeah, the brain disease he has is that he makes every structure 5 times larger than it probably needs to be.
Any man of hubris in chat?
Usopp hubrising their life.
This is why we need to have a. We need to get the carpenter recipes on somebody so they can make paper lanterns.
How do I see what traits I have?
O.
What?
Or not O, C, and then traits. There's a tab for it.
Uh, I have Tinkerer, Green Fingered. Oh, and I can make the sling. So I can make the pruning spear.
Yeah, apparently, the bowyer trait I had got lost at some point, which is weird.
And shoot. And complex mechanical parts with higher efficiency. So I can make the windmill stuff more efficiently.
Yeah, I previously could make the sails more efficiently before I respect.
And I can apparently craft metal parts.
I can also do that.
Yeah, the classic, the moose.
I always just find it so funny that just seemingly randomly you just die. Like we have no idea what you're up to other than like we get some vague idea by what killed you. Like, he must have been above ground. He was killed by a moose.
I was talking to a trader, and then while I was distracted, his moose friend came in and shaked me.
Ah,
Classic ploy.
as is tradition. You
At
fell for one of the classic blunders.
what month does the snow melt?
That really depends on where you are.
Snow seems to be melting around base.
Does it?
It's April
It's on
2nd,
the other
so
side
it
of the river.
should be at melting soon. If it's melting on the other side of the river, it shouldn't be too long before it melts on this, the more northerly side.
Big dog. Full stop.
Richard is going to end up being banished to the winds.
Why do you hate him?
He's just loud.
He's very loud, and it makes it hard to tell if like actual wolves are spawning outside at night, and I need to be careful for real.
Well, if we had enough torches and things, I don't think that would ever happen.
So let's just make 30 billion oil lamps.
Once we get the fat to do it, I fucking might. You'll come back and there's just an actual stone wall around the base. I will just over the course of since you guys left, end up using over a stack of granite stones. Just the sheer amount of things.
Well, it doesn't surprise me because basically for that you're looking at the number that I gave is the number of uses of axes you're gonna need, right? Because you need to cut them all down and turn them into firewood, which both take durability. So even though I accidentally doubled it,
About, but not quite, because I have the thing where I can get 12 logs. It's somewhere between the two values because
yes,
for some of the things
leaning towards the higher end because you get like
I
5
get
times.
33% more
So like leaning towards the
on
higher
the
end.
efficient ones, but I also get significantly more of the ones that don't work good.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's the center
See,
for
I-
kids who don't read good. Who
I
want to learn
think
how to
fall
read.
damage in general is momentum based. I've fallen
Yeah,
from heights I should have taken fall damage and not taken fall damage.
it is momentum based, which is annoying.
I think it's actually just all in your head. If you think you're gonna take fall damage, you will. But if you just like no diff that, just like look it in the eye.
It's just like Mage the Ascension.
Yeah.
Yeah, fall damage was made up in 07 to stop people jumping off of buildings for fun.
I can't believe it's fucking snowing again, man. It's April, man. Also, they don't like. This isn't how snow works.
My favorite part about the snow in this game is that there's like a little bit of deep snow. Yeah, you can't get dry grass out of this anymore. It's there. You just gotta, but fuck you, dig it out of the snow first. We have to just make things a pain in the ass.
It gets above freezing, and the snow just should go away.
It's unfortunately not how it works. It still takes time for it to melt. I agree with you, to be clear. The snow should all instantly melt the second it's above freezing.
Well, I don't even like. You could give it a day.
No, it's just instantly gone.
Because, I've seen snow be on the ground at my house and gone the next day just because it gets a couple degrees above freezing.
I've seen stuff where the snow was densely packed enough that it was there for like over a week.
Yeah, that can happen.
When it was above freezing the entire time. It wasn't like a lot above freezing.
Have you seen that in April though?
Yes, actually, that shit was in May.
Okay, we can't talk about the one time the snowstorms hit in May.
No, the snowstorm hit in April. The snow didn't melt until like halfway through May.
Yeah, it's an outlier. The Spiders George of...
Snows May. Spiders George. It is actually very funny how like useful Spiders George is for teaching statistics.
You ever fist fight the weather? Because this feels like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I like how I did unironically feel a little bad that like you in my mind had missed all of the winter.
I
You see,
had
I
been
didn't feel
on.
bad about that, and I was intentionally playing more than I otherwise would have just to push through winter.
I had been on for a little bit of winter.
Yeah, I, Ninja had been on enough for enough of winter for me to hear him complain about it several times.
Will this kill me? And other
Maybe.
fun questions.
Oop, I'm starving.
I love grass. Grass is my favorite. And
You don't have to keep dealing with the grass. The
You know-
bowls are done.
well, that's good. Good for us.
It unironically is, because it means we can fucking eat.
Don't forget to add some broth to whatever you're cooking.
Well, I think the food's already cooked. It's just that we're
Oh, is lag
As
here? Lag is here.
Yes.
I'm cutting down ever more redwoods. And then I absolutely lose my fucking mind and decide that I should do this pit a second time.
if you do that, I'm taking the shot, man. I just need you to know, like,
It will be appreciated because that is when I will just gone mad. That said, if we manage to get all the charcoal that's going to come out of this back, we should probably not need to use charcoal. Use a charcoal pit for the
Anything ever
considerable, like, basically ever again.
I don't know why you put all of these troughs down, but it was despite me.
it was so that I could eat food.
It's fair.
The animals are hungry too. Don't be mean to them.
What the fuck was that sound? I heard a creature that I've never heard before. Are there demons in our house?
Yes, demons can spawn in the house.
Do they make a sound?
I've heard that one before, yeah. I don't remember what exactly made it, but I've heard that sound in the house before and then been accosted by ne'er-do-wells. I think it's very funny that one of the things they've done is like, oh hey, what can we do to make something more convenient? Oh, hey, you're doing cooking stuff. You can make more efficient crocks. It can hold eight instead of 4.
Why are you digging a layer deeper?
It
Floor.
What?
Floor.
but no, making it require temporal gears.
For what?
The improved croc. One of the mods adds. I'm just like, that's a little silly.
To be fair, we should have a lot more of those if we actually did temporal storms.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Do you feel ready for those?
Not while I'm here.
Yeah, because I don't. There's not been a point in time that I've felt safe.
I don't think there ever will be. I was looking at a mod that reworks them so that they spawn from rifts and not randomly.
So that they're less horribly fucked, you mean?
Yeah. That way you can do traps, do embrasures, do things that aren't running out there.
You can do things other than just getting fucked.
Yeah.
You gotta give them enough space, though. Each animal.
Yeah.
That way we can. Any animals.
Yeah.
You can get 2 gold bars. What are you gonna do with that? What kind of wood are we using for the floor?
We could use redwood if you want.
Okay. How do I
I
make
do think
it
it's
into planks?
You need a saw.
Well, not planks. But like the brick form. Like the...
Yeah, you need planks.
You need a saw.
You need a saw for that?
You need a saw to make it into boards, and then just 2x2 of boards.
This game's made by the devil.
You do get 3 per saw use.
You need to stop apologizing for the game's sins.
We should make more saws, I think.
I'm already on it.
Because,
The server is having a stroke right now. I don't know what's going on. I had an amount of planks. The planks were planking. Can you turn the quarter logs into boards like normal?
Yes.
Sure can.
Okay, that's good.
But we wouldn't have, like, had... those redwood structures you see around the base would not exist if you couldn't.
Yeah. I kind of assumed. I wanted to be sure.
Understandable. This game was made by the adversary.
By sadomasochists.
I feel like most sadomasochists would look at this game and be like, "No, that's a bit much."
And then they would twist the iron screw rod that they're sounding with.
Okay. Made one saw makes a ton of wood.
Yeah, like... It does make quite a lot. Layer 6 is almost done. I think I actually have enough stuff to finish it. I just need to like make another axe to chop up all this wood.
I don't like that I have to lay them in a specific direction for them to... I don't like that they're patterned that way.
And yet you will never see Heaven's Gate if you do not fix it.
Oh, then there's what you can do with wrenches. The dark alchemies.
I'll get out of your way in a second.
I guess it does allow you to sort of like really texture the building if you wanted to. Like you could do some like sort of alternating patterns. Maybe.
Yeah. That is true.
Um Did you bring back more redwood than I found in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, just looking at this, we're
I do think it's very funny that like we came down here with the intention of just bringing back a bunch of redwood, and then we're consumed by madness.
yeah, and then you caught the disease. We don't know where it came from.
A malady of the mind.
It's out back.
Steakhouse?
You know where the containers are.
Yeah. Also, I wish that the AI for following me would work, and then I could move them. I could move them to the barn, even. I could move them away from the house. But as of right now, that's not how that works. And the only way to move them you to beat them to near death and then have me put them in
No,
a
you can
box.
probably tie a rope to them.
Okay, but they're gonna stay down there for now because that's just the way it is. Crafting this wood is so cursed. I don't know why, but it's got demons in it.
Oh, that's where I put those.
Take your demons back.
No.
We'll just make new ones.
I don't know why, but I just ran backwards the fastest I've ever run backwards in the entire. Oh god damn it, I placed one of them sideways.
Would you like some new arrows?
I take them. Kind. It's crass, man. 36 bronze arrows? Crazy.
We can afford that. At least now.
Reach yourself.
Once I finish this floor, I'm thinking that's going to be the end of it for today, and we'll finish the rest of the barn tomorrow because we've got the back-to-back time slots on this.
I may not be here tomorrow for the time slot.
That is fine.
However, I will be completing this project tonight.
Why?
Because it's actually reasonably close to done at this point.
Are you only at layer 6 of 11?
Yeah, but some of them are already partially complete.
Yeah, but they get less partially complete as you go, so like...
Well,
unless you've been partially completing a lot of them as you
you
go
know, like
for
the
some
part that's
reason.
partially complete and it has like, I think, like 3 or 4 back, is basically up to layer 11 for several of them.
Yeah.
So, which is one where it's like, no, that one's like done.
All right. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 7, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay.
Alright, we got forestry level 6. So now I'm getting an extra 40% XP. Is there a max level for the skills? Like, obviously for like each individual like perk there is.
Yeah, I assume you might be able to max all the perk trees, but
Well, clearly not all of them unless we get the ability to have unlimited professions. We'll
you,
have to-
yeah, you can at least, yeah. Anyone that you have a profession on, I assume you can max. My read on the situation.
One of the things that was kind of interesting for combat is there's a combat skill that just gives you 10 protein society whenever you get a kill. And it's just like, ah yes. Whenever you kill anything. Now that's just for like the nutrition stat or not, I don't know.
Made apparently way too much wood this time. I don't know how that ended up happening.
I wonder if you're capped to getting like 100 XP at a time or something, I don't know. All of these redwoods are just gonna have vanished.
I made accidentally too many planks.
Well, good news. That's like unlikely to be an issue. We will almost certainly find use for them. 2, if we can't, they are able to be sawn back into boards without losing material.
You lose durability.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but
Mistake has
I'll complete these later.
yes, return. Return to the redwoods. Bring a pick.
we doing windows.
Fences, but yeah.
You could do windows fairly easily, though.
Yeah, we could do like I think we could do like actual windows now.
Well, I mean that's too fancy for my blood. I don't know how to do that, but sure.
Do you have? Can you throw me some stacks of that?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. So
Did you
that
count?
means
Did you count from the log or from the one in from the log?
one in from the log. So that
Okay.
means 9 in. So
Yours.
that means where's my there it is.
Got another stack of that?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this next redwood chopped down.
The spacing was 7. Oh yeah, but in between was 6. Yes.
Why is this one longer? This one also longer? Is longer.
Oh, I must have missed.
Well, you know, that's the weirdness of the barn. It adds a human touch, you know? There's a non-zero chance we die. Death.
At least you're near home, where you'll respawn and not have lost anything in the survival skill.
The icy grip of winter.
Which is
Right.
crazy that it's still like that cold over there in April.
This is more starvation at this point, but you know.
The
Probably
entire
would
lake
be
is
cold
frozen.
mid-April.
The entire lake is frozen. That is true. But like the death is coming from food rations more than anything.
No, we have a ton of food.
Yeah, it's just that we haven't cooked it.
Yeah, but that's from stupidity.
You know, like that is very much so a skill issue.
Well, I
Like,
need to
am
make more pies.
thoroughly well fed. I am well nourished. One rot and we can get another barrel going.
Yeah,
Oh,
and we
No,
have
no, no.
like about a couple minutes until that happens.
Might actually be in a. Huh? No, that's blasting powder. I was like, but no. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna disconnect. I will return.
I'm probably gonna be done.
Then actually, I'll just go. I had a lot of fun.
We got a lot done. We're almost.
Ninja, I will want to talk to you after stream because I want to watch that video with you. Okay?
Yeah,
video?
if I have time.
Alright.
What video is this?
It's the fucking Game Awards guy talking to the guy who made that branch off studio from Blizzard, talking about some number of games they're releasing / being the
That branch off studio from Blizzard, Activision, right?
the one from the actual Blizzard people, not the one that was a studio and then is not a studio and then was a studio again, maybe.
Well, anyways,
the
there's
one-
shiny new tools on the tool racks.
Excellent. I will need to hunt for copper. I may well just be staying down here much longer than planned.
What do you need the copper for? Axes?
No, a pickaxe so I can go mine the actual copper that I found and begin metal processing down here. I will just come back with the gift of technology.
I also have to go back down into that super highway because there's a ton of copper there, and maybe I can make full plate out of bronze.
I probably I will also need to get other things set up, but for now. Oh.
I think the lake is starting to melt.
We are approaching having used 2 entire stacks of granite stones. Just since y'all left. The pit is becoming
This-
gradually safer.
The silver plates, they're finally over here.
You know what? It's just a.
What's going on?
I'm gonna say hi.
Oh, hello.
I was gonna see the pit before we log off for the stream.
It's right over there.
Yeah, let's go look at the madness.
It's
getting
coming along
there,
rather
yeah.
well.
Oh.
What kind of mushroom is that? Let's find out. Safe to eat. Would you like a mushroom?
I'm good. Here you go.
Oh, wow.
Just
It's a
happen
miracle.
to have that.
And then I can... Oh, hey, you said you needed some rot, right?
Yeah, I need 1 rot. Actually,
well,
I technically
best I can
have.
do is 2.
I want to pick up. I have several empty inventory slots. And now I just...
Thankfully, it's not a fire hazard to put silver plates weighing hundreds of degrees on the floor inside.
The wood's fireproofed against silver plates and other metal things.
What's the silver for? Good?
Oh, if you have a regular lantern, not one of the ones that Hunter has made, you can add a silver plate to it to increase its light level.
Could make more lanterns so that I eventually don't have to just always relight my torches.
I mean, if we make a lantern frame, if we go mining for quartz, if we get lucky and get a bit of clear quartz, we can just use that instead of glass in the walls.
Well, we'll think about it.
There's plenty of quartz around. I know there's also a big deposit near the safe parts of the Hell Cave.
Yes, but I have a mission from God.
You know what? I'm gonna check something. Okay. Combat takes forever to level up.
Oh, combat leveling is like genuinely horrendous.
Like
If we
I
put multipliers on the skills individually, we
Okay.
might want to do that.
you might need to put 2,000 on that one. Like,
Yeah, no, because another thing I think with combat is the only thing that matters for combat. I think is whoever gets the kill, because I think it rewards it all at once on kill. based on the entity's health.
It could actually do 2,000.
Like 2,000 is probably a little much, but you know,
Honestly, I don't know if it is.
well, it's not 2,000%. That's 2,000 times.
Like I said,
It would be like 1 kill and we max level.
acceptable.
I need to like double check that I wasn't crazy, but I feel like I just killed one of those flying dudes and got 1 experience from it.
The flying
gonna-
dudes might be because
Thank
they're from a
you.
mod and they don't know how much actual.
There is a specific patch that makes them give XP, though.